Welcome to day 121. 121 videos, lots of great information. If you're just now tuning into my channel, go back and watch the stuff. This is how I went from being homeless to becoming a multi-millionaire in the real world of business and work. There are no quick fixes. There are no instant millionaires. You're not going to get rich overnight. Only people that get rich overnight generally lose it overnight. If you want to become rich and you want to be successful, it's going to take time, it's going to take work, it's going to take effort. If you're looking for a quick fix, I'm not the guy to go to. I'm the guy that took years to get to where I am, and I want to share with you how I got there to reduce the time and energy that it was required for you to be able to have that kind of success. People that are successful leave clues. This last weekend, I went to Tony Robbins Conference U.P.W. in Dallas, Texas. And I want to share with you some of the things that happened. I want to share with you some of the things that happened at that conference to change my life for the better. Number one, I took 10 people with me. If you're going to learn something new, if you're going to benefit, why not take others with you if you've got the space? So we took my motorhome from Oklahoma City and we drove down to Dallas, Texas. We left here at 6 a.m. in the morning in the motorhome, and we had great conversation on the way down. A lot of energy, a little bit of apprehension. What are we gonna do? There was some preview on videos on the YouTube. On YouTube, it shows you what goes on at a Tony Robbins U.P.W. conference. We got down there in time to register and to get our seats. We sat in general admission and executive seating. The tickets were $450 or more, and it was a 4-day event. We were there for 2.5 days. 2.5 days, we were really involved. Now, some of the things, whenever I go to a conference, you get this event energy that happens when you go to a conference, you go to something like that. It's kind of like a pep rally for business people, a pep rally for personal development people. It was a really great experience overall. Now, there were some times in this conference that they sucked. I mean, there was some time in this conference that I literally just wanted to leave. I was so upset with what was going on. But I started looking for the good parts of the conference. And there were some things that I could have done after reviewing the experience that I could have done to get more out of the conference, to get more out of me, to help me to become more successful. Now, the first day, which was Thursday, started at about 11 o'clock and it went all the way until 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning of Friday morning. So it was a very long day, but there was a lot of energy. The day went by really fast, and at about 12 o'clock, or maybe later than that, we walked outside to walk across fire. To walk across fire, to do a fire walk. We walked across fire. Now, this is my third time to walk across fire. I've done it in a Tony Robbins U.P.W. in the New York City area, and I also did one a couple of years ago in Dallas, and now this is my third time. Now, my feet didn't burn, I didn't melt or anything like that. It was an experience to overcome fear. Fear is the biggest thief on earth. How we are afraid to take certain actions in our life, that if we know we take those actions, we're gonna get great results, but we allow fear to stop us. There's a book out called The Dream Giver, written by a gentleman named Wilkerson. If you haven't read the book, I highly recommend you get the book. It's an incredible book about how others, some people that are really close to us, how they affect us when we are trying to walk through some of our fears. I recommend the book, Dream Giver. Now, we went out and we walked across the fire, and it was quite an experience. When I got up to the fire, I looked down, I looked up, the guy said go, I went, I walked across, probably took 7 to 8 steps to get to the other side, wiped my feet, got all the embers off my feet, and then I celebrated. We gotta celebrate our victories, and I celebrated my victories. At this conference, I met some incredible people. I met a couple, Bob and Linda. They sat behind me. I would say they were in their early 70s. They had energy, they had enthusiasm. They were past the prime of, work life to some degree. But here they were at a conference on a personal development conference to how to be better people. I met a young person that had just started his own business. He shared with me he makes over $200,000 a year. He took an idea, he took action on it, and he stayed committed. And his name is Bryce. I gave him my phone number, I gave him my business card. I said, please get in touch with me after the conference. I really am looking forward to meeting with Bryce. So far, he has not reached out. Then I met another gentleman, a college student, 20-something years old. He's going to Texas A&M. He's taking massive action. For his birthday, he asked his parents if they would buy him a ticket to this conference. He came by himself to the conference. He took notes. He was engaged, and he was there all 4 days. This guy is going to go somewhere with his life. His name is Marshall. We've already had contact, and we've talked a couple times over the phone since the conference. He's taken action. Winners take action, and they stay committed even though it might not feel right. They take action, they stay committed to get the desired result. Now, I got a workbook from the Tony Robbins conference, the U.P.W, and I'm going to go through it. I'm going to learn. I'm going to continue to grow. But the greatest thing, one of the things is Stephen Covey talks about the importance of once we learn something, we should start doing it, and then we should help somebody else. Learn, teach, do. Learn, teach, do. That's the order that Stephen Covey in the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People talked about. Learn it, teach it to someone else, and then do it. So that's one of the things I'm going to try to do in the next couple of weeks or months is to share with other people about what I learned, and I'm going to teach it to other people about how to get into state. One of the things that I do about getting into state is I watch a video before I go running. I watch a video of people that are running that really run fast and have great form. I watch that video for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. And then when I go out to run, I think and I see those people in my mind, and it helps me to run stronger and faster and better. I learned a ton at U.P.W. The next one that they're going to have is going to be in Florida, in Miami, Florida, and they're going to have 30,000 people there. This last one, there was 8,000 people. 8,000 people that came there for personal growth. And one of the things about personal growth goes back to my philosophy. And my philosophy is the more we give, the more we live. So the more I give, the better my life is, because I'm at a higher plane. I'm living out of abundance instead of scarcity. Are you living an abundant life? Are you giving? What are you doing to help others? In the book, Mentor, The Kid and the CEO, in the back of the book, there is a list. It's called The List. And in that list, all of those, I think 99% of them, are all about how to give, how to help other people. And it doesn't take a lot of money to be a giver. A lot of it is through our service. It could be through our prayers. It could be through helping someone else, or it could be providing some cash for them. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to help a young person in his early 20s to give him a place to live. He was homeless. He was living in a bush behind a building. So I was able to invest a small amount of money so he has a place to live and be surrounded by people that are all about personal growth also. So hopefully, Zach will now, just that little bit of investment in Zach's life will put him on the right course to be able to be successful. If you haven't signed up for the channel, Tom Pace Mentor, please do so. Please sign up we send these videos out once a week. They're short, they should be impactful. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you'd like to hear more of and what you'd like me to do in the future. Thank you very much for your time, and have a great day.